Hey guys, question for you. Where did it come to be prepping involves firefights? I've seen I don't know how many videos about people talking about prepping, then prepping to be in firefights. I've read so many comments. That's why people want ARs and AKs, 30 round banana clips, 100 round drums to put on their thing, on their semi-automatic weapons so they can be in a firefight during SHTF situations. Where did you guys get that way of thinking? Where'd you get that mentality? How do you guys know it's going to be a war zone, a firefight around every corner? The mobs are going to come after you. Where'd you guys get this way of thinking? What is a mob? How big is a mob? 25 or more? A mob? Now, do you think 25 heavily armed people are going to be running down the street or driving down the street and see your house and stop and attack you, and so you can get into a firefight that you fantasize about? What do you guys, where does the mentality come from? I'll tell you where it comes from. It comes from all these BS crap TV shows like Doomsday Prepper. You know how many idiots were on there? Yeah, my 9-year-old's gonna kill people. You don't believe me? Go back and look at them. There's some idiots on that damn show. Then these other TV shows, a lot of people think this crap Walking Dead is real. Oh, you just take the zombies and put real people in there, and that's going to be the world. And you get from these other YouTube channels who put mob and firefight in their titles, and they get all kinds of people watching them, and they talk all this crazy crap, and they get people believing and programmed like that, and their subscriptions, their subs rises, 30, 40, 50, 100,000. I got 1,500 subs, and I'm happy with that. I'm not going to talk this crazy crap of mobs and firefights and semi-automatic weapons and prepping. Prepping is for survival, to have what you need in order to make it through a shit hit the fan situation. Prepping also includes defending yourself. Yes, it does. It does. 150% agree. Yes, by any means, by your hands, by a knife, a bow, a gun, a stick, however you can protect yourself. Yes, protect. But I've read these comments and I've seen these other videos. They're actually idiots out there prepping for firefights in a shit hit the fan situation. And they think because they're fake Rambo wannabes, and they got all this other store-bought military surplus crap, and they got a semi-automatic, and they go out and they shoot paper pop-up targets, or they play paintball guns and they shoot each other in the butt, and their little willies pop up there and they get wood because they think that's an adrenaline rush. They have no clue about being in real combat, being shot at. No, now wait a minute. I'm going to get people, well, I've been shot at before. I'm not talking about one of these prick gang members shooting at you. I'm not talking about a jealous husband or a jealous boyfriend shooting at you. And I'm not talking about a farmer shooting at you for these inbreds to go in there and trying to rape their sheep either. That's not combat. People who has been in combat, has been in firefights, never, ever want to see one again. Prepping and firefights do not go together. And people who believe in this mobs are going to come after their supplies. You are programmed. You have been programmed by all these BS movies, these BS TV shows, and these BS YouTube channels that's pushing that crap down your throat. Maybe 4, 5, 6 people in a group might try to come in and take your stuff, and you have to shoot them or shoot at them or something like that. That's a given. Yeah, that's guaranteed going to happen. And I'm telling you, these people in these suburbs, in these big cities, I don't care how many semi-automatic rifles you have, you're going to lose. You think, okay, I got a semi-automatic, I'm going to keep them busy. Well, they can keep you busy in the front and have people hit you from the back and the sides with Molotov cocktails, burn you out. You got 2 choices. You could stay in your apartment or your house or whatever it's in and burn to death, or you can run outside and hope you're spraying and praying, and they're going to take you out. They're going to make Swiss cheese of you and your family. Then then your fantasy of firefight is flushed down the toilet with a big turd floating right next to you. Yeah, I've remade this video 6 times because it pisses me off. It irks me to hear people saying, in a SHTF situation, I'm getting my semi-automatic and I'm going to war. I'm getting in firefights, and their family's right next to them. So basically, when people saying that, they're saying, I want to die and I want my family to die, because that's what's going to happen. If you get into a firefight with other people and your family's around, they're going to die. You're going to die. And you're going to lose. Have any of you, the ones who's wanting this damn fantasy firefight in a shit hit the fan, have you ever stopped and thought about if you get into a firefight and your 5-year-old standing next to you or in the next damn room, and a bullet comes through and takes the top of their head off or hits them in the chest, and you run in there and they got a gushing chest wound and they die. They ask you, Daddy or Mommy, help me, and they die in your arms. How are you going to feel? That's what you're playing with. That could happen. But you don't think about that shit. You just think about how heroic and gun-ho and how big your balls are going to feel to be in a firefight. You know what? If you're so damn anxious to be in a firefight, have balls enough. And this is for men and women. Have balls enough to go to your local recruiter, raise your hand, go into the Army, go into the Navy, go into the Marine Corps, go into the Air Force. They got all kinds of combat units. Don't be a friggin' supply clerk or a damn dishwasher or a cook or a desk jockey. Get a combat role. Tell them you want frontline combat service and go to combat. And then you'll get your fix of it. And maybe then your family will be safe from your idiotic way of thinking. Because you've watched so many damn TV shows and movies and read these stupid ass books and listened to these other friggin' YouTube channels that push mobs and push firefights and push semi-automatic weapons. You can't think for yourself. You have to be pulled along. I think for myself. I let nobody influence my way of thinking, especially my way of protecting my family. No. Nobody, there's not a person on God's green earth or Mother Earth or whatever you want to call this place that I would let that I would allow to influence me in that way. Prepping, the reason I'm prepping is for my boys to have it easier if anything does happen. If I have to, I hope I never ever have to fire my weapon to kill somebody ever again. Never. I hope I never ever have to do it again. But if it comes down to it, I'm not going to do it around them. Because number one, I don't want them seeing this stuff. Because if it screws with you bad. You don't believe me? Talk to other combat vets. Go to the VA and talk to the old timers there. They've really seen the real shit. You know, guys, you're going to have to deprogram yourself. Prepping and firefights don't go hand to hand. They don't even belong in the same sentence. You prep to survive. You prep to have an easier life for you and your kids. If you're prepping just to be in a firefight during a shit hit the fan, you're prepping yourself and your family to die. Because that's what's going to happen. Bullets don't have eyes. Bullets don't have a conscience of who they hit or where they hit. I mean, stop listening to this bullshit of the mobs are coming. Really? In a shit hit the fan situation, you may get a few people straggling looking for food, but the way most people talk, there are going to be hordes of them coming out, eating up all the food and the game, and everybody they pass, every home, they're going to storm it with a hail of bullets and take all their stuff, and it'd be just a glorious friggin' firefight for people. Yeah, I don't have a clue. Most of them are going to be too damn weak and scared to move. Most of them don't even have a damn clue how to fire a damn weapon. And if the people do come around and you shoot a few rounds towards them or into the ground, or you shoot one of them, they're going to turn tail and they're going to haul ass because they don't want to die. Just like a lot of people don't want to die, but the ones that's wanting to have firefights in a shit hit the fan situation, yeah, they're wanting to die and they're wanting to get their families killed because that's what's going to happen. They're going to get their fantasy and they're going to die. This is not, a firefight is not friggin' make-believe. It's not getting your damn, going shooting pop-up paper targets. It's not getting down your paintball gun and going out with a bunch of other wannabe Rambos to practice ambush tactics and assault tactics and shoot one another in the ass and let your little bitty weenies get wood from the adrenaline rush of playing paintball assault or whatever the hell you people call it. If you've ever been in real combat, you'll never want to see it again. Now, people's going to take me wrong. I am not saying do not prepare, do not practice protecting yourself and your family. I'm not saying that. I'm saying do practice. But if the ones who's practicing just to have a firefight, to feel like they're He-Man or think they have a ball sack because I want a firefight, you're a friggin' idiot. Stop listening to this bullshit of the mobs are coming after you. There are going to be hordes of people coming after you. Because movies and TV shows like that are full of crap. Look at Doomsday Prepper. Look how many idiots were on there. Truly. And a lot of YouTubers are basing their talks off that crap. You know, I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't blow smoke up your ass. You know, you like me for what I say, you dislike me for what I say. I really don't care. You know, but I am not worried about friggin' mobs coming 20, 30, 40, 50 miles away to my homestead or to my bug out location and getting into a full blaze gun battle firefight with them. That's don't even cross my mind. But a lot of people believe so highly in that stuff, it's warped their brain. You don't want to be in a firefight. It's not fun. It's not a game. It hurts like hell to be shot. I know. I got a half a lung and 3 ribs missing. I can put my finger through my damn into here. Whew. People, this is for the ones who fantasize about this shit, about mobs and firefights. You're retarded if that's what you want, if that's what you're preparing for. Now, the rest of us with common sense, yeah, we know we're going to have to protect ourselves and our family at one point. But we're prepping to live, to have our families to live. The ones who's prepping for firefights and mobs are prepping for their family to die and for them to die. Now, I'm going to get a lot of people not like what I have to say. I really don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. If you don't like the words coming out of my mouth and you don't like my videos, unsubscribe from me, go away, or make a rude comment and I'll block your ass and you'll never be able to put a comment on my channel again, because me and my smart sub friends don't want idiots around talking that crap anyway. Prepping and firefights do not belong in the same sentence. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I really don't. I don't know. I mean, stop watching these movies, these TV shows. Stop listening to these YouTube guys and girls or whoever the hell they are and pushing mobs and firefights and semi-automatic. Prepping is survival. Prepping is to have your food, have your water, have your shelter, have your medical, to survive through a shit hit the fan. If you go out looking for firefights, you're going to die. No matter how much paintball humping training you have or paper target training you have, you don't have real combat skills, you're going to die. Just like that scenario I said, if you're in a suburb or a city and you think you're going to hold off people in the front of your house, I'm going to sneak around. I'm going to have people in the front keeping you busy and maybe on the sides keeping you busy and keeping your head down. And I'm going to make my way behind you or above you, and I'm going to lay down all kinds of, if I have grenades, I'm going to throw grenades. If I got Molotov cocktails, I'm going to throw them all on top of your roof or through the back of your window. I'm going to catch your house or your apartment on fire. Then we're going to wait until you run your ass out, and we're going to take you out one by one. Now, what do you want to be Rambos and superhero soldiers going to do in that situation? Because you want real world, that's a real world situation. That's what I would do. And I can get a lot more more darker than that to make you want to be Rambos really think. I can really throw some shit at you in a SHTF situation that'll set your mind afire. And there's a lot more people worse than I am out there. Stop thinking prepping means firefights and prepping means mobs. It's not going to happen. There's going to be people scared, hungry. Granted, you might get a few trying to steal from you, and you fire off a few shots at them, or you take one of them out. They're going to run away, and they're never going to come back and mess with you again because they don't want to die. But if you guys keep listening to this crap of firefights and mobs, you're missing the whole point of prepping. Prepping is to keep items and to train to keep yourself alive. Training to go out into a firefight. You're just, or to have a firefight with your family near you or in the same area. Like I said, you're just wanting to die and you want them to die. So, I don't know what to tell you people. The ones who believe that crap, no matter what I say, you're going to call me wrong, you're going to call me this, and you're going to call me that, and you're going to disagree, you know, so be it. But while I'm alive, I'm living, and my boys are living, and yours is dying, oh well, I don't care. Long as mine's alive, I don't care. You can get out there and pretend you're Rambo all you want to, and think you're going to get into a big firefight and you're going to get wiped out. As long as mine's alive, I don't care. You know, just the way it is. I don't know. But it just irks the hell out of me because there's a lot of videos out there. And if you watch those videos, there's a lot of comments down there, you know, yeah, I'm going to blaze them up. I'm going to be a hell of a firefight in a SHTF situation. Me and my family, we're going to fire them up. We're going to shoot anything and everything that walks by. Not me. I'm going to keep that firefight. If I have to fire my gun, my weapons, I'm going to keep my boys well away from there. And because you can always go out a couple 100 yards, set trip lines. You can set a trip line with a flare to let you know there's somebody coming, and you can book your butt there and take the fight to them. You can snipe them, or you can make trip lines and booby traps that will maim them, that could kill them. You can make stuff, you can make traps and trip lines that goes boom. You can buy books about that. You can get online and learn how to make homemade explosives. Simple. I don't want to have a firefight at my home or my bug out location because I don't want my family and my boys to see that or to take a chance of them getting shot and killed. Nah. But there's a lot of fools and idiots out there that's thinking that way. Oh yeah, we'll have a firefight. Little Johnny here, he's 9 years old. He can shoot just as good as a man can. Yeah, like seeing. That's just that's freaking crazy. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. And you can wind up getting your family killed. But to each their own. If that's the way these people are going to believe and see things, there's nothing I can say or do. They're just going to have to find out the hard way. And in a SHTF situation, if they've got that mentality, they deserve everything that comes their way and they get. Because that's what they wanted. So let them get it. Me and mine, I'm going to keep them safe. So, but guys, tell me what you think. Oh boy, the wannabe Rambo soldiers and these trolls are going to love this. But that's But that's the truth. That's the way I see it. That's the way I feel. That's my opinion. And I'd much rather listen to me than anybody else, because I know what I can do. I know what I've been through. I know what I've seen. I know what I can do. I don't have to play Rambo. I don't have to play like others. So I'm coming from my experience, from my thought process. It's not worth prepping to be in a firefight and mobs. You people, the ones that believe in that stuff, is watched, like I said. You go to these YouTube channels that use this mobs and firefights, and you look at them, man. Yeah, they got all kinds of friggin' subscribers, you know, tens of thousands, 100,000s. But a lot of them, oh, you need to buy this. Oh, you need to buy that. They don't give a crap about you. They're making videos to get people in there so they can sell shit. I'm not. I'm making videos to help people out and get them thinking. And for me to learn too. So, which channel is more full of shit? Mine, because I'm just telling you like I see it, and not ask nothing from you guys. And thank you guys for giving me ideas, or the ones out there got thousands upon thousands, 100,000, 10,000s of subscribers, and they're telling you all this bullshit, making you paranoid and programming you, then trying to sell you a bunch of stuff. Just answer me that question. But guys, I'm sorry, I could probably go on and on and on. I've remade this video I don't know how many times. Just tell me what you guys think in the comments. And be warned, if I get a lot of people trying to be pricks on here being smartasses, I will block you. And you might think you can, people's going to see your comments, but you're not. You're going to be blocked, because we're on here to discuss, and we can agree to disagree, but once you take it to a certain point, I will block your ass, and I don't care if you like it, if you don't like it. I really don't care. But everybody, can't wait to see the comments. See ya. Be safe.